guys, what's going on? It's Meshi with Path to Wellness with Meshi. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. So in today's video, we are traveling. Well, I'm traveling. You may or may not be. We don't know. But I thought that because I'm getting ready for my trip that's happening next week, and you're probably going to be watching this video while I'm away, so I thought that I would show you some of the zero waste items that I'm going to be taking in with me in my beauty bag. So I thought I would just bring you in and we can kind of take a look at what are some of the things that are coming with me, what are some of the things that are like totally not making the cut. So if you're interested, then just stay tuned and let's get started with the video. Okay, so I have quite a few items in front of me, so in no particular order, I will just kind of start diving right in. Some of them are actually going to be new for me to like travel with, and I think that some of them I'm going to be like repackaging it a little bit. And now I'm calling this zero waste, but keep that in mind that like a lot of these, like some of the containers that I'm going to be using are actually plastic. And honestly, I've had this for like, I don't know, like 6-7 years. So I'm just keep reusing them for travel purposes. So before you give me some hate on in the comment section that it's plastic and it's not reusable. Well, I'm reusing it because I'm like, that's what I'm using it for, that particular purpose. Okay, let's get started with makeup. And I mean, this will come as like absolutely no surprise to most of you if you have been following me. Then you know that I'm a huge fan of like little compacts that kind of pack a relatively good punch. So this one is from RMS Beauty. This is their Mod collection. I have shown you this before. I love this little, I keep calling this a quad, but like I love this little palette because you get some shea butter, a couple of lip to cheek products, and then you also have a couple of highlighters. So, and like there's no mirror unfortunately, but it's small, it's super compact, and honestly like it travels really well, and you don't really, and with cream products, especially if you're going somewhere warm. If you're going somewhere warm, it's kind of nice to not have to worry about like glass jars, although some of my containers are glass, but still, like, you know, when you're like, ooh, is that going to spill everywhere? So I'm not really taking too many liquid products with me. The next collection that I have from RMS, I basically hit pan completely with the bronzer. So this used to be a bronzer, but I basically used it up. And then again, 2 lip to cheek products. And then here, this one is a shea butter, like a lip balm type of thing. I like both. I use them interchangeably depending on my mood, but it makes for a really perfect minimal makeup look, which is kind of why I like them. And then the other ones that are coming with me, I do have like a little eyeliner, like a little brush eyeliner from Elate Cosmetics. It's one of the best ones that I have used thus far. And then of course, you already know how much I'm loving their mascara, so obviously that's coming with me. I clued in that if you're using lemon essential oil, I know it takes me a while, guys. Calm down. It takes me a little while for me to learn how to use my own tools. We're getting there. It's okay. We're getting there. So anyways, if you have some lemon essential oil, you can actually just take all the glue gunk off. But the bristles and everything, it's one of the best ones out there, and it's not toxic. So life is good with that. I also have like a little lip balm that I have used from RSS Smith's. And this, I picked this up like a while ago. I think that it was at Chapters. It looks like it's tinted. It's not actually tinted. It's clear. It's a rose minty lip balm. It's really nice when like right before you prep your lips, or if you're going somewhere warm, go for something that has mint in it, or just add some mint. You can potentially add some mint to something like this, because then that way it's going to be really nice and cooling for your lips. So there you go. Moving on, now finally we have made it into anything bathroom essentials, accessories, whatever. No surprise here. You have probably seen, if you haven't seen this video, I feel like I'm going to have to reshoot it, only because like as I'm watching back some of that shampoo bar review videos, even though the content is good, so like watch it. If you've never watched my shampoo bar reviews, the content is good, but I mean, some of you have told me that my blush went a little cray, and I know it has. We'll reshoot it, whatever, it's fine. You're not watching it because of the blush. You're watching it because you wanted to know how how these things are. So at Lush, in that video I mentioned that you can get these little tins from Lush, and it's small enough, like it's like a little travel case. But if you have their shampoo bars, which I still have one left, like look, it just kind of fits right in there. And when you're traveling, you don't have to take liquid shampoo. You can actually just take, I don't know why I have such a difficult, oh my gosh, like close it, girl. Here we go. So you just take this little tin. It's not going to spill. The only thing that you have to do is before you start traveling, before you leave, you have to use something like the next thing that I'm going to be showing you, because these things are like multi-purpose. So I have a bunch of these little natural cotton. Hang on, let me find like a clean one. So this had like, I don't know, like eight or so. They sold this as like a makeup remover wipe. I don't mind this for removing makeup. Like if you're just using like a cream cleanser and then you're just giving your face like a quick wipe, it's great for that. But like a lot of times I actually end up using these to dry up the shampoo bars, and then I can put them back into the tin, because obviously like this will come as no shocker. When you're using your shampoos, like you don't want to put them back into the tin right away, because then it's just basically sitting in water, and then it's going to get all soft and then bacteria gets in there. So after you finish using your shampoo bars or your shampoos, not shampoos, your soap bars and your shampoos, you want to get it out of the shower and you want to pat it dry and then put it somewhere dry so that it's not really collecting too much bacteria. If you didn't know, you're welcome. But I love these little things because they're so small and compact. And honestly, I do use them for removing my makeup, but that's not the main reason why I love them. Although they are super soft, for removing makeup, I use something else. And I will show you in a second. But they're like, you only need like a few, and then you can honestly use these for pretty much anything. Kind of. Sure, we'll go with that. I also have like these larger containers from Lush. So on these larger ones, you can actually put in like bigger shampoo bars if you have them. I have like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 different kinds. So just for comparison, so I still have the Chagrin and Valley Soap and Salve Companies. This one is actually one of the first ones that I bought, so I ended up repurchasing it. This one is their Rosemary Lavender, but even this, I would, if I want to travel with this particular one, I will have to cut it up. But I mean, like for a size comparison, I'm not even joking you, but look. Let me get it out of the box so you can see, because like it's mega. Like you can basically, this will substitute as a self-defense tool if you're walking around somewhere at nighttime and you happen to have a shampoo bar. I don't know what. Anyways, but like, look. Okay, granted, this is used right now, but still, like, not even, it does not compare. Let's just say that it doesn't, there's no comparison, people. There's no comparison. You're definitely getting way more product for your money with the Chagrin and Valley, but it just takes a little bit for your hair and everything to get used to it. As long as you know that you're totally fine. Now, I found these, this was actually in the dollar store. Again, like many years ago, I went to the dollar store and I bought like that travel kit container kits. So I still have them. And honestly, I had no issues using them. So this is just like a small little container. And in this, and I will show you the other container that I have found, because I'm really big on container. I don't know why. But I have quite a bit of like these small little containers. So here in this one, we can add a little bit of this guy. Obviously, this is coming for obvious reasons. Like, we're running. You're going to be sore. But even if you are not running, even if you're going on vacation or you're traveling and you don't want to take this entire jar or entire container with you, just take a little bit, put it in here, call it a day, right? I have a larger one, so this would be good for like sunscreen or whatever. We'll see what I will actually put in there, because everything else that I'm taking with me is sort of small and compact. So I mean, like I have my toothpaste. This one is from Nelson Naturals. This one has Collidio Silver. This is the cinnamon flavor. I have mint, cinnamon, and also the charcoal one. Charcoal is I don't want to travel with the charcoal one as much as I love it, but I'm just like, it's not happening. So this one is just white. It smells like cinnamon. I personally really love it. But if I don't want to take like this entire jar, because again, this is glass, right? So maybe I will just put it into like this little guy, and then like we have more than enough for the week. And you've seen me talk about this. This is my deodorant. I'm slowly starting running out. This is from Routine. This is their natural deodorant in the scent Sexy Sadie. One of my favorites. Like, I mean, like, if you've seen any of my previous monthly favorites video, I have talked to you about this and talked to you about this. It is pricey, but it's so worth it. And something that's brand new to me from Soap and Salve, Chagrin and Valley, is their hair rinse. They have the apple cider vinegar hair rinse. So this has, and this is in super rain. It's summer rain. So this has organic raw apple cider vinegar, and it also has organic botanicals like horsetail, rosemary nettle, burdock root, basil, and lavender. So for essential oils, they have lavender, rosemary, ylang ylang, and thyme. And I'm not taking this, but what I will do is I still have like this little travel like spray bottle. So you basically only need like about a spoonful, like 1 tablespoon or so. With longer hair, like now that my hair is kind of getting longer and my kid's hair is relatively long as well, I think that I will actually double up on the recipe and then just fill it up with water, and then you just spray it on, and then that's your hair rinse. But it's so easy to do that. I also still have leftover, like a few years ago I received this from my mother-in-law. This is the Revlon Professional, what is it? Equave Instant Beauty. It's like the blue spray. So all I do is I don't take this guy. I usually just use like a small little one, fill it up, and then you can use that as a detangler. I'm working on like just using a lot of these things up, and then after that I can kind of make my own. So then that way I'm not like just whatever. You have it, use it. You know what I mean? One more thing that I wanted to show you that I thought that's really useful is I bought like, I don't know, like 20 kilos, 10 to 20 kilos of Epsom salt. So it comes like in a massive bag, and I had like these little guys, these little baggies, and right now I feel like it's really going to be coming in super handy because I have these sized out to about, I think that this is actually 2 cups, and I'm just going to be taking a couple of them because I'm pretty sure that like after a rigorous workout, we will be using them. So this is going to get packed away as well. And at the same time when I bought the hair, again, this will come in as no surprise. When you're traveling, you need a razor. And honestly, I'm so proud of just a simple fact that like I can travel with this. I don't know why. Like I find it amusing when it's almost like, yeah, life hack. So I am taking this with me. I'm taking my little travel razor with me. Obviously it comes apart and you're good to go. You can buy like reusable razors for this for like, you get like 10 or 15 for like $4, $3-4. Super inexpensive. They last. Like if you're not using if you're not using like a stainless steel one, you should start. Like if you're not making any New Year's resolutions, let this be the first one because it's a process, but you will love it. Honestly, like the freedom that you get and like the skin irritation reduces, and honestly like your skin sort of gets used to like how deep of a layer you're going to. I make that sound like you're cutting meat, but basically, you know, like when you're shaving and it's not a super close cut, or like it just for each razor, it just takes a little bit of time for your body to get used to it. Once you get to that point, which takes about a week or 2, you will probably never go back to reusable razors, probably ever. I'm just saying. And then, okay, so this comes as no surprise. We're getting to the last of it. I have some bamboo. So this is a brush with bamboo, like they're toothbrushes, and then I have like the little kitty size one. Here's size comparison in case you care. If you don't, whatever. But I'm quite happy with these. bristles are softer and they are awesome sauce. And then of course, along with that, like I just kind of have like my whole little kit set up here. And I'm also taking my little tongue scraper. So here it has like these silicone handles, and then this is all stainless steel. You probably seen me talk about this briefly in my previous videos. I will be doing like a full morning routine this January, so that you can kind of take a look at how all of these different routines kind of work and play together. But basically, after you finish brushing your teeth, you kind of want to scrape your tongue so that it gets rid of all of the bacteria. And then, you know, it also helps like aid your digestion. Like it has so many different levels of benefits. So I definitely want to take that with me. And last but not least, I'm also taking with me this guy. So this, I've had this for like maybe a year or two. This is the, oh my gosh, I forget what it's called. You can buy this not on Amazon. You can actually buy this at Sephora's website for like $20. This is just the makeup remover wipe, I guess. It's it has two sides. This one is a little bit softer. This one is like one of the sides is a little bit rougher than the other. And basically all you do is just wet it, and you can use your cleanser. And honestly, this has been the gentlest and like the nicest for me to use to remove my makeup. And so I haven't really used like makeup remover wipes. And not that I was never really a fan. I was always just using water, but I find that with water, it was just not being as effective. But with this wipe, water is completely sufficient. So I generally don't really use too many cleansers. Sometimes I do. It depends on like midwinter, I would be using a cleanser, like a cream cleanser, just because in that way it actually hydrates my skin. But in this case, like especially if I'm going somewhere warm, it'll be totally fine. And I can't believe it, like we made it to the very end, you guys. So these are some of the things that are coming with me on my trip. A lot of them are zero waste. Obviously, you know, I'm probably going to be packing a few more items just because some of it is going to be actually for my husband, some of it is for my kids, but this is sort of the gist of it. These are like some of the, oh my gosh, and I can't believe I forgot this. So for cleanser, I want to try this. So we were kind of talking about like these small containers. I want to use like a container like this one because I have this is Australian beige clay. I'll show you what it looks like. And I really want to start using this. So this is just kind of just looks like beige powder basically. But what's awesome about clay is that it helps, you can use it as a mask, you can use it as a cleanser, you can also potentially use it in like your facial creams and stuff like that. I'm going to be like taking my time to experiment with it of how I want to use it. I think I'm just going to start using it as a face cleanser, just first thing in the morning, and then just keep it very simple. And like for moisturizer, I will still take some of my moisturizer with me, but I mean, I do have this Acure glowing facial serum with a little pump at the top. So something like this is perfect to just keep your skincare routine very clean, easy, simple, simplify it, and then really just give your skin a chance to just not have to process so much crap all at once. So these are some of my basics that are coming with me. That's all I wanted to share with you. Let me know in the comment section below what is like your must-have zero waste product and beauty item that is always coming with you. I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. And I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you are brand new and hit the notification bell so it gives you an update every time I release a new video. I usually release a video every Tuesday, Thursday, and once on the weekend. And what I usually do is we kind of go into a few different topics. So we talk about eco living or zero waste. We talk about, you know, green beauty products. We also talk about like just a few different topics. Like some of them are spirituality, rituals, and bullet journaling videos, and others are more on mindset, mindfulness practices, and stress and anxiety management. So because we kind of go into a few different things throughout the week, you might not know when I release what or what the upcoming schedule is. So what I have done to kind of help you out to make your life a little bit easier, a recap email at the end of each week on a Sunday to my email community. So that has all of the links to each of my videos. It has like some of the best takeaways. I usually sort of give you some of the best takeaways of each of my videos there. And I also give you the schedule for the upcoming week so you don't miss a beat. If you wanted to sign up for that, link is in the description. You can sign up completely complimentary to make your life easier. I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful January, and I will see you again in my next one. Bye.
Fair warning, everybody, there's a really good chance that you might be hearing some crazy screaming and chaos in the background. And that's okay, because my kids are playing in the basement. That's what happens when you're getting ready for vacation. Just like, how are you doing today? I keep asking this, like we need to stop this. Any bloopers, if there are any, you know, I keep wanting to say backstage information, but that makes no sense. So